People have been taught that fire is a destructive force, and obviously it can be. What we're using prescribed fire for in the Southeast, it's not just for the health of the ecosystem because these are fire adapted communities, it's also for the health and safety of people. You can apply fire to the landscape. It is a natural process. So we try to reintroduce it into areas to burn off those fuel accumulations that we have gotten over the years.
Copy that.
Yeah, so my background is, you know, I grew up on a farm in Kentucky. Always liked to be outside, liberal arts degree, so exposed to a lot of art. English major. When I got out, just wanted to be outside and work with nature, so I interned with the Nature Conservancy. And that's where I learned about fire and ecology and management. They sent me to Georgia to get a master's degree so I could have a career. And somehow I just fell into fire management. And I think my favorite part is ignition strategy, you know, choosing the right day and the weather, but then painting the fire on the landscape to get the goals that you're looking for, the fire effects. Because you can set the woods on fire on any particular day in a number of ways, and the result just amazingly different just by the way you set the fire. So it's really an art form of how you paint fire on the landscape to have it move and work with the fuels that are there. Fire is a natural process, especially, you know, in the Southeast, and a lot of people that are afraid of fire think that it destroys the forest, but it occurred naturally. Just imagine, you know, a couple hundred years ago when there were no roads, you know, no people, no fragmented landscape, lightning would strike a longleaf pine on top of a hill, and it would just drop down into the understory, and it would just creep for miles and miles, you know, 6 inches, foot flame, and it might burn for days. And it burned out that understory, you know, the competition, so that wildflowers and grasses could come back. And it's like a renewed growth. It's putting nutrients back into the soil, and fire-adapted species, a lot of species in the South, are able to thrive.